Pat Richards prepares to get this second half underway. And the first half dominated by Catalan looked to be going heavily in their favour as they look for a third win over Wigan this season. But that try from Pat Richards 3 minutes before the break has given Wigan real hope going into this second half. It's Catalan in possession though, first of all. Going through the back line, and Ragan taken down by Tim Smith. Cameron Phelps downstairs as well. Clint Greenshields for the Dragons. Thomas Bosch picks up and finds Jerome Guisset in some space, and Guisset spins into a tackle there from Phil Bailey.
Already Catalan picking up where they left off. Great speed, great power, getting over that advantage line and making Wigan work really hard in the middle of the pitch.
Muniz tackled 5 metres short of the halfway line. It's the last one for the Dragons, and the kick speared behind Pat Richards, who comes back and tries to take on the defence. It was John Wilson who clawed him to the ground. Anything particular that you think the coaches might have said in the half-time dressing room, Barry?
I think Wigan and Brian Noble will have asked his players to improve the kicking game and the kick chase as well. I said it a number of times in the first half. I don't think the kicks that they put in had half enough airtime on them, and that would have given the kick chase team plenty of chance to get down there. Catalan were pretty good. They were quite dominant. Only got down in the Wigan half a couple of times and managed to come up with a couple of good tries.
McAloran found Richie Mathers there. This is the last one for Wigan. And Tim Smith gets the kick away. Clint Greenshields gets back into the field of play. Just a reminder as well, no Trent Barrett for Wigan tonight. And it's Tim Smith who's been given the responsibility for the kicking game in his absence. And as Barry mentioned, maybe those kicks could have been a little bit better in that first half. This is Jamal Fakir, faced by Phil Bailey. Fakir, very impressive in that first period. Plays the ball for Gorrell. This is Sebastian Ragan now. Ragan spins into the tackle of Eamon O'Carroll. Gorrell. Oh, massive hit there on Guisset from Palliasina. The two number 10s collide there, and Jerome Guisset doesn't even know where he is after that.
That shot shook the earth. Palliasina, not noted for his defence, but sprinted out the line. Jerome Guisset has hit that ad line all night. Gained 8-10 metres every time he's touched the ball. Palliasina's took it upon himself just to make him ask a few questions every time he catches the ball.
Mathers plays the ball 15 metres or so from his own line. Here is Pat Richards, faced by 3 in defence for the Dragons. Tim Smith, and it's another big hit there from Catalan in the shape there of Muniz. McAloran waits. Inside is Palliasina. Guisset is there again, and Guisset on his back as Palliasina motors forward, gets a great offload away as well. Cameron Phelps spinning through the middle of this Catalan defence. Great offload there from Palliasina has put Wigan in a fantastic position here. McAloran for Thomas Luluai. The kick ricochets off the Dragons' rear guard, and Sebastian Raga picks up possession.
That's unfortunate for Wigan there. Thomas Luluai chose to put the ball along the floor, and one of the Catalan players just catches the ball on his foot. Luluai can't regather. A disappointing end again.
Fakir plays the ball 5 metres short of halfway, and Clint Greenshields with some good work on the blind side there. Gorrell in attendance. Gorrell's pass finds Carlo. Palliasina in defence for Wigan. Short pass finds Adam Mogg. Thomas Bosch has stayed on the ground. I think he's going to be okay. Then back into that attacking line now as Gorrell puts the kick up. Kick to that left-hand side, testing Calderwood, and Calderwood does really well. He's still on his feet, Mark Calderwood. It was a great take in the first place, and now he launches the Wigan counter. Clawed down by Thomas Bosch.
Tremendous take from Mark Calderwood under a lot of pressure from the Catalan kick chase team. Once he'd caught that ball, he pirouetted and made another 20 metres for his team. Great work.
McAloran finds Palliasina. Great ball from Palliasina for O'Carroll. O'Carroll finds Tim Smith. Trying to pass the ball off the deck there, Tim Smith, but the tackle came in the end. Colburn, quick hands on the Wigan left-hand side, and Pat Richards with some space comes back towards the centre field now. Pat Richards. McAlorum for Palliasina. Always looking to offload. Tuxagas in there. Last one for Wigan. McAlorum. Lulawai with the kick. This will test Thomas Bosk again. He was exemplary in the first half and continues in the same vein in this second period.
Excellent set of six from Wigan on that occasion. A fantastic kick, great kick chase. Thomas Bosch has been perfect all night.
Cameron Phelps and Clint Greenshields with a set to there, and Steve Ganson immediately comes in to sort that out.
The referee needs to decide who's at fault. Clint Greenshields gets the first shove in for me. The referee awards Wigan the penalty.
Tried to take it quickly. They've been asked to return to the mark, and it's Bailey with the first hit up of this sequence for Wigan. McAlorum, Palliasina to within 5 metres of that Wigan line. McAlorum again. Lulawai, they've got an overlap. It's Mathers, and Mathers finds Pat Richards. It's great work, scrambling defence there from Catalan Dragons in the shape of Dimitri Pello. Colburn.
Great anticipation from Muniz there. Come out of the line, stood at C defender, caught the Wigan player as he caught the ball.
Palliasina so strong. Palliasina with the offload, and Carmont denied. The ball just wouldn't go into the hands of George Carmont there. Great opportunity for Wigan, just couldn't convert that into points. Mogg leading the counter for Catalan Dragons.
Wigan need to be good on transition now. They could have scored a try, they haven't done. Need to match that enthusiasm in the defence now.
Already 7 minutes of a breathtaking second half gone. This is Remy Casti now. O'Carroll in there for Wigan. Palliasina as well. McAlorum, the third of the treble. Gorrell for Thomas Bosk. Trying to go through the tackle there of Tim Smith. Gorrell using the short side. Mogg. This is Sebastian Ragan. And Ragan had support from Katabi on his outside. This is Katabi now. Go inside to Thomas Bosk. It's a great kick there from Thomas Bosk, and a fantastic collection there from John Wilson. He did brilliantly to collect that, and even better to touch the ball down. The referee will ask for assistance before he awards the try, but what about the handling there from John Wilson?
It's a beautiful kick from Thomas Bosch, and John Wilson,
he's got it, you know.
He fights his way through a cluster of players from Wigan. Absolutely first class. The kick comes from second receiver. Thomas Bosch takes it right up to the line, committing the Wigan defence. Puts a lovely banana kick in. John Wilson, Thomas Bosch, perfect.
Wilson did look onside from that replay. And I think this try will be awarded. Steve Ganson confirms that, and John Wilson has his 6th try of the season. Catalans strike first in this second half, as they did in the first period. And they have a 10-point lead now with the kick to come. Fantastic agility from John Wilson.
The skill level on show from both of those players is of the highest order. Thomas Bosch kicking the ball on the outside of his foot, on the corner of the ball, sending it in an outwards direction, and for John Wilson to anticipate that, being exactly the right spot, then show the presence of mind to bump the Wigan players out of the way and still catch the ball. Great stuff. A delight to watch.
It was a breathtaking try, really, from John Wilson, that. And Thomas Bosch with an easier opportunity this time. This will give Catalan a 16-4 lead And as I said, that Wigan looked to be coming back into it, but Catalans strike first in this second period. A try from John Wilson. Tries in 4 successive games early this year, included a try here in Perpignan against Wigan. Another important contribution there from the winger. Hadn't scored since June in a rout of Warrington. Be happy to be back among the scorers tonight.
In the opening 7 minutes of the second half, Palesina has been the main man. He's been the go forward, come up with a fantastic shot on Jerome Guisset. They need to keep him on the pitch as long as they can, but Palesina does burn his fuse very, very quickly.
Talking of players not on the pitch, Mick Hyam started at hooker for Wigan tonight. We haven't seen him for large periods of this game. McAlorum in the hooking role for Wigan in his absence. This is Mathers meanwhile for the Warriors, faced by Tuxagas, and Tuxagas powers him back towards his own line there.
It's amazing how a try can infuse the team that get those points on the board. The kick chase was excellent. Wigan need to work hard here now.
This is Liam Colburn. Wigan need to get the ball away from their own line first and foremost. McAlorum and Coley trundling the ball forward again. 4 tackles gone though for Wigan. Still within their own 30-metre line. But here is Cameron Phelps. Good work from combination there of Ragan and Katabi. Luluai hammers the ball downfield, out of danger. Greenshields is there. Dimitri Pello. One marauding run in that first half. Greenshields.
Jamil Fakir does the job for Catalan that Palesina did in that brief stint just before and just after half-time, but Fakir, very powerful athlete, but got a good engine as well. Wigan come up with possession.
Tim Smith and Carmont now on this near side. Good offload as well for Pat Richards, but a little bit static when he received that, the winger. Adam Mogg quickly in for Catalan. Now it's Liam Colburn.
The crowd starting to get behind the Catalan side. Anybody that says Super League in France and in Catalan doesn't work hasn't been to this stadium. A great atmosphere on match days.
Hyam is back now in that hooking role for Wigan. The head is bandaged, so obviously an injury which has led to McAlorum playing a large part of this game at hooker. This is Mark Calderwood now.
Calderwood being penalised here for an elbow. Mark Calderwood not noted for stuff like that, but the correct penalty.
Remy Castry certainly felt that. Easy metres forward though for Catalan Dragons.
What about this for an offload? I think this has been the case of Wigan, offloading to players who aren't in a productive position.
Castry plays the ball 15 metres away from the line. This is Thomas Bosk. It's a fabulous dummy from Bosk. It's a great try from Thomas Bosk. He's going to check because Bosk appeared to perhaps touch the dead ball line before he put that ball down. The Catalan Dragons cut the Wigan rearguard apart again.
On first watch, I think he was close, but not quite. Just put it down, lad. Trying to improve the angle for his own kick. But I've said it, they are the best team in the league from set plays. That position came from a penalty. Mark Calderwood adjudged to have elbowed Castry, and they come back to the blind side. A dummy runner. There's no obstruction to Harrison Hansen. And Thomas Bosch trying to improve the angle for his kick, forces Steve Ganson to have another look at it. I've got no problem with this try. A well-worked move. a show and go. I think it's Tim Smith who buys the dummy, and Thomas Bosch puts the ball down.
Thomas Bosch turned 25 on Tuesday. Sixth try of the season would be the perfect present. Already played and scored in every match of Catalan's Super League campaign this year. He's extended that record with the boot tonight. Has he added a try as well? Video official has made his mind up.
Obstruction. About 20 metres in. Okay.
The try is chalked off for obstruction, I think, if I could hear the referee's microphone.
Obstruction.
Thomas Bosch preparing to convert his own try, and the
the
try has been ruled out.
I disagree with that 100%. The referee and the video referee have said that Harrison Hansen was obstructed. I disagree with that. I had no problem with the angle of the dummy runner. I think the reaction from Harrison Hansen was that he just gave up.
A let-off for the Warriors. How will they respond? A try there for Catalan, and Wigan really did have an awful lot of work to do to come back across the channel with 2 competition points. As it is, they're in possession, they're in the Catalan half of the field, and they only trail by 12 points. Here is Mick Hyam. The head might be bandaged, no problem with the legs there. Good acceleration there from the number 9. Here is Stuart Fielding. Clawed down by Muniz. Hyam. That was Tim Smith. This is Luluai. It's a collision involving Hansen there. Smith with the kick. Oh, Richards almost took that as well. Looked for a moment as if Richards was going to catch that and convert for Wigan.
That's the first time Tim Smith has given Pat Richards the chance to jump and leap. He's the best in the game at doing that. Probably a lack of game time together means that Tim Smith doesn't know that about Pat Richards. They'll need to learn quick tonight.
Ragan dumped on his back there. Catalans still have the ball, but that was a huge tackle. Wigan using that no try to their own advantage. They've tried to up the tempo here in defence. Catalan going backwards. This is Greenshields, and Greenshields tries to throw Calderwood away. Wigan certainly up the ante in defence. Fielding with the latest tackle. And Pello trying to escape the danger zone as far as Catalan are concerned. Ball turned inside for Muniz.
Good Phil.
He plays the ball. Gorrell found Mogg. And the burst down the centre. It's a great pass as well for Thomas Bosch. Brilliant hands from Catalan. Quick play of the ball as well, and suddenly the Dragons threaten again. Great kick from Bosch. Just too strong. Mathers knew it was going dead. Did everything he could to leap over it so it didn't hit him.
That was unfortunate for Wigan. That's their best defensive set. Broken on the last tackle. And that passage of play from Catalan just proves how dangerous they are in broken play.
Devastating with ball in hand, the Dragons. But it's Wigan with ball in hand now as Fielding plays the ball. Hyam. Andy Coley. Strong running from the forwards. The latest is Hansen. Put down by Casti, but Wigan over halfway. 4 tackles gone. Tim Smith with another kick. It's a good kick as well because Greenshields has to turn, come back into the field of play, and Phelps has been penalised there. Second effort, and so all that Wigan pressure alleviated.
Cameron Phelps comes up with a good tackle. Halts Greenshields' progress and just has a brain explosion. Tries to wrestle him to the floor when the tackle's already affected.
2 balls on the pitch. Gorrell unable to continue. So Catalan in possession again. Elima plays the ball for Aaron Gorrell. Fakir again.
Stuart Fielding up on Fakir as quick as he can. Trying to take that yardage and territory and momentum away from him.
Boss with a short pass this time for Gise.
Keep coming. Move.
Gorrell and Casti. That's a massive hit there on Casti.
Fantastic shot by Wigan. Harrison Hansen coming up with a bell ringer. Dislodged the ball. A couple of the players involved in that collision staying down. Phil Bailey, Harrison Hansen, Liam Colborne, 3 defenders. And they've knocked him senseless. He looks like Bambi as he's coming off. Just shook a few of the marbles up. The Catalan side and the Catalan staff decide it's time for a rest and bring Ferriol back on.
Certainly Remy Casti felt that, and Fielding moves forward again for Wigan. The no try and now the departure of Remy Casti. Maybe Wigan can sense an opportunity here. Mick Hyam. This is Andy Coley, and Coley still going, the legs pumping there, Andy Coley. 3 tackles gone for the Warriors. Hyam. The players are to his left, and this is Tompkins. I am signalling to the troops. Found Luluai. Andy Coley. This is the last one for Brian Noble's men. Hyam. Tim Smith with a kick. It's going to be too strong, I think. Good idea, but the execution not quite there. It was Cameron Phelps who was chasing that for all he was worth. The kick beat him.
The kick might not have been the best. I think it took a ricochet. But credit Phelps for his enthusiasm. That's a good enough sign. When they get down on Catalan's line, they need to ask better questions. Great leg drive from Andy Coley to set that play up.
Alima trying to supply some leg drive of his own there, and Dimitri Pello gets the Dragons to within 5 metres of halfway. 4 tackles gone though, and Gorrell finds Mogg. Back on the inside is Greenshields.
That was a lovely piece of skill. He didn't look when he passed that ball.
Mogg for Fakir. The quick play of the ball could harm Wigan here, but they've got possession. Cameron Phelps comes up with an important possession there for the Warriors. They've seen off another wave of Catalan attack.
Bravely, Cameron Phelps picked up and scooped up the loose ball. Jamil Fakir going on the short side, on the blind side, offloaded the ball to nobody.
Luluai is away. Great footwork from the Kiwi scrum half, and this is Pat Richards, and no one's going to stop Pat Richards. Pat Richards under the post for Wigan. They've cut Catalan apart there. The footwork from Thomas Luluai. Richards on his inside, and Pat Richards is quick, and Richards gets his 2nd try of the game. An important try in the first half to put Wigan on the board, and a crucial try in this 2nd period for Pat Richards.
Tremendous speed up the middle from Thomas Luluai, and Pat Richards doing a good winger's job of supporting his halfback. But credit Cameron Phelps, who made an error a couple of minutes ago. He was the brave Wigan player that dived on the loose possession, giving Wigan the chance to do this. Pat Richards, one of the quickest blokes in the business. Show and go from Thomas Luluai. Very deceptive when he's got hand in ball.
Okay, mate. Not a major issue, is it?
Richards, meanwhile, to improve his own 2nd try. No problem from right in front of the posts. And so Wigan have cut the deficit to 6 points. They trail by 16-10 now.
Carmont's at the bottom of your screen as well. He's in support, just in case any of the Catalan players get there. He just sensed the tide turning a little bit in this match.
And Pat Richards, well, the Catalan Dragons don't like playing him. 18 points in June, 16 points in April, and 2 tries and 3 goals, 14 points already tonight. This is Fielden. Wigan with their tails up now. Muniz downstairs.
Hold. Go.
Here is Colburn now. Colburn trying to get away from that Catalan defence.
Hold. Go.
Mikhaim. Scooting run from Mikhaim. That's great work from the dummy half position.
Mikhaim's having a very brave game tonight. We just saw a shot of him. His right eye's almost closed. He's still on the pitch, still going. May have had a couple of stitches in a wound over the top, but the swelling around his eye.
Go.
And Luluai trying to show some more fancy footwork there. Coley now. Oh, great ball from Coley, but Mathers can't take the pass in. The fullback was there. There's another great opportunity for Wigan. Catalan have the ball back.
Again, it's about transition. A great idea, tremendous offload, just couldn't regather it. Control the Catalan momentum, absorb the pressure, and start to put some on this Catalan side.
David Ferriol put to ground on tackle number 2. Gorrell's pass isn't the best, and Fakir just has to pick up possession.
Hang on, mate.
Had to retain possession there for his side. On halfway, plays the ball, Pello. Now it's Fakir again. Dumped on his back there. Good tackle from Andy Coley. Developing into a real arm wrestle now, this one. 6 points the difference. 16 minutes left. Kick is high from Thomas Bosk. This will test Richie Mathers, and Mathers jumps late. He hasn't got it, and Aaron Gorrell could be over here. It's a great work from Calderwood in the end. The ball goes back. Who has possession?
Wigan out in free.
Wigan scrum is the verdict. A let-off there for the Warriors. But Richie Mathers didn't look at all comfortable under that high bomb there.
Come on.
I don't think Richie Mathers has done much wrong all night. I think he's showed good technique in catching. I just think the difference between the two sides has been the pressure that the ball receiver has been under. No sooner had he caught that ball, again, just as happened in the first half, there was a Catalan player ready to steal it out of his grasp.
No Wigan wins from their last 3 away matches. That includes a loss in Perpignan. This is Mikhaim.
2. Here, mate.
15 minutes to find an answer. Luluai finds Mathers, just loses his footing there. Still going though, Richie Mathers. And he's going to be penalised here for a second effort. The referee is going to judge that the tackle was complete.
I'd like to see that again, whether his arm touched. Here we have it. Oh yeah, that's right. Correct decision from Steve Ganson.
And a penalty, a kickable penalty for Thomas Bosk, would leave Wigan needing to score twice here in Perpignan.
I think that's a sign of the pressure that the Catalan side have had to absorb. The last 5 or so minutes, Wigan just starting to get a roll on, starting to get some momentum. The Andy Coley offload, that had gone to hands for Richie Mathers.
Thomas Bosk, one of the Catalan representatives in John Money's 40-strong initial World Cup squad, and Catalan will supply exactly half that. Remember, of course, when England played in France earlier this year, no Wigan representative. Thomas Bosk looking for a 3rd success with the boot, and he's pulled it wide. That could be really expensive from Thomas Bosk. It was a central position. Such an experienced goal kicker, 101 before today.
All isn't lost though, Ben. They still get the chance to receive this dropout now and put some territory on this Wigan side.
David Ferriol motors into that Wigan defensive line. Greenshields over halfway, quick feet from Clint Greenshields, and it was Tompkins who could have been penalised for the grab there. I love putting the ball through the hands, Catalan Dragons. This is Dimitri Pello now.
Hold. Go.
That was Wilson, this is Muniz.
Hold.
Gorrell back into the dummy half position now. Mock. Now it's Bosk, and Bosk with a short pass. Almost looked like Wigan were opened up there. As Ellimer on the last tackle will play the ball 11 metres short of the line. Again, it's the left-hand side, and Thomas Bosk with a probing kick. Mathers safe for that time. He watched that all the way into his arms there, Richard Mathers.
Richie Mathers has been worked really hard, whether it's been up in the air or on the floor. They see that as something they need to work on, something they can exploit, the Catalan side.
The repertoire, though, of these kicks from Thomas Bosk, sometimes they're huge bombs, sometimes little grubber kicks that really do challenge opposition defences.
That's been the variety and probably the difference between those two sides. Great shot from Jerome Guisset, two former Wigan teammates meeting head to head.
Raking kick sends Clint Greenshields scuttling back towards his own post, but it's going to be too strong. Catalan will start on the 20-metre line.
I think Wigan will take that. I didn't see much of a kick chase, so it gives them time to set the defence, get some structure, some line speed, and try and restrict this Catalan juggernaut.
Both sides be glad of a breather as the game prepares to enter the last 11 minutes here. It's been a very hot and sultry night. Guisset plays the ball on the 30. Ferriol. Faced by Hyam, plays the ball. Gorrell. It's Guisset who got the ball back under control. Got his side over halfway. Greenshields again. Adam Mogg with the kick this time. It's a good kick as well. Richie Mathers has to defend this. And the chase is excellent as well.
What a kick from Adam Mogg. He knew exactly where he wanted to put it. Along the floor, on the grass, just in space. Make Richie Mathers run towards it. The kick chase was excellent. That has been the big difference between both sides.
And Catalan Dragons now will hunt the mistake. Wigan 15 metres only from their own line. Thomas Luluai, Phil Bailey, great hands. This is Mark Calderwood, and Mark Calderwood sprints away. Calderwood faced by Greenshields, cuts back inside, away from Fakir. Calderwood still going. Great run this from the winger, and Wigan have turned a difficult set into a promising attack here. Tim Smith. Fielden comes back for more, still wanting the hard work here, Stuart Fielden. Last one for Wigan. Hyam. Tim Smith. The height is good, the direction not so great, and Tompkins though does really well. Tompkins has managed to get the ball back to Cameron Phelps, and Phelps will change his own kick. It's Bosk who gets there again, and Bosk is dumped over the sideline. Great improvisation from Wigan on the last tackle, and now they have a penalty. Oh, the scrum, I should say, will go the Warriors' way.
Clint Greenshield does incredibly well to shield and put Mark Calderwood off enough to go back inside, but tremendous work from Wigan.
The referee sensibly allowing time before the restart. There's some tired bodies out there now. This is Tim Smith and George Carmont on his shoulder. Into the last 9 minutes. Tim Smith, Palliasina. Got through the tackle of Remy Casti, who's back on. Greenshields brings him down. Hyam. Luluai. The ball surrendered by Joel Tompkins. It was a promising position on that Wigan right-hand side, and Catalan come up with the answers in defence yet again.
A bullet pass to Joel Tompkins, bounced off his chest,
Hold, mate.
And a good position squandered now. 9 minutes left. Palliasina back on the pitch.
Elima gets the ball away.
2. Come on, Stu. Hold me.
Gorrell. Big hit there from Mikhaim. Gorrell again. Gets the ball away. Thomas Bosk.
4.
It's Carlo, who was dumped on his back, but again they play the ball as a speedy one. This is Elima to the halfway line.
5.
Stopped by a combination there of Tompkins and Mikhaim. Last one for the Dragons. It was Thomas Bosk with the kick, and that's just going to roll dead. Sensible play from Thomas Bosk. Catalan know that they're in the driving seat. It's Wigan who have to chase this game.
That could be dangerous for the Catalan side as we see this tackle from Mickey Hyam, possibly a little bit high. But dangerous to try to play the clock out. There's only 6 points in it.
Luluai puts the ball in the scrum collect. This is Pat Richards.
Go.
Tim Smith. Now it's Carmon. Goes back
2.
into the centre.
Okay then. Hold. Hold.
Doesn't look well there, George Carmont. A fairly innocuous tackle first of all, but Carmont in real pain as Palliasina drives Wigan forward again.
3.
You can't let Palliasina have the ball off a standing on a slow ruck. You need to get a quick play of the ball, get him off the back of that on that scatter defence, and he'll scatter the defence a lot more than that.
Bailey played the ball, it was Smith to Luluai, and Luluai couldn't take the pass in, but then Catalan squandered possession themselves, and Cameron Phelps surely taken high there by Jamal Fakir. It was almost like a heavyweight punch there. He was slugging it out toe-to-toe for a second. 6 minutes to go in Perpignan. 6 points the lead for Catalan Dragons. Hyam, Tim Smith. This is Joel Tompkins now. Wigan looking for the try that would tie this one up. Hyam, short ball. Fielding. Dupour in there for the Dragons. Mick Hyam wants more urgency at this play of the ball. Now it's Luluai on the toe. Great kick from Luluai. Dimitri Pello is there, but it's been seized off him there by Liam Colburn. Was it one-on-one? And has Liam Colburn scored a massive try here for Wigan?
Thomas Luluai puts a lovely kick in. It takes a couple of ricochets. 1, 2. It's Pello it ricochets off. I think this is a try, Ben. We'll have another look at it. Thomas Luluai takes it right to the line, dummy pass, kicks the ball. It hits Pello. And Liam Coleman takes the try. The referee trying to find a knock-on, and I think the knock-on is off Pello, and Liam Colburn has every right to pick that ball up.
The Stade Gilbert Brutus has witnessed some pulsating finishes in Super League already this year. I think we're about to have another one.
Having a look now, mate. We don't say it. We've no screen, have we? So you can't.
Colburn does really well, A, to seize possession, and B, to spin and plant that ball down.
He's having a good look at it, the video referee. Got no problem with that, but I was wrong with the last one. I was wrong with the Thomas Bosch try.
Looking at knock on and ground it. He's looking at all this here.
The referee, Steve Ganson, waiting for the nod from the video official.
Okay, mate.
Liam Colburn has the try chalked off. Well, there didn't look to be a lot wrong with it. Pat Richards can't believe the decision. I think he was preparing to attempt to convert the try, as was Thomas Bosch with his own try earlier in the match. Colburn looked to have got his 8th try of the season, but controversially, it's been ruled out.
What will that do psychologically to this Wigan side now? They know that they had the winning of this game. They felt that they'd won it. The Catalan side may have even been guilty of losing this game. We're in for a grandstand last 4 minutes now.
Yeah, into their last 5 minutes in Perpignan. 6 points the difference. That could possibly have tied things up if Colburn's tried been allowed to stand. Gorrell. Catalan will be desperate to carry this ball as far away from their line as they possibly can. Gorrell finds Carlo, and Carlo punches through the Wigan defence. Important metres forward these for the Dragons. Over halfway goes Vincent Duport. Last one. Adam Mogg plays the ball. Gorrell is there. Bosk. It's a high kick this time. And there's ground to make up. They leave it for each other. Unfortunately, the ball bounces dead. Richards wants to get on with it. Got to start on the 20-metre line. 4 minutes to go now. Colburn.
This is the game of chess in rugby league. Which side will be the first one to come up with a mistake, come up with an error, and give the chance to their opposition?
Palliasina plays the ball 8 metres short of the halfway line. Wigan need to get into that Catalan half of the field. Fielden doing everything he can to put them there, but it's good tackling coming in from Carlo. Hyam. Now it's Luluai. Back on the inside is Palliasina. Hyam again. Now it's Luluai. Good ball from Tim Smith. This is Cameron Phelps. Phelps gets the ball away. Smith again. Now it's Luluai. Luluai dancing round the Catalan cover here. Brutal attempt to tackle him comes in from Fakir. Wigan desperate to get this ball back, and it's Catalan who are going to seize possession, is it? Thomas Bosk is there. Cameron Phelps is there. Who has it? Wigan have it. Huge decision that. Here is Calderwood, faced by Duport. 2.5 minutes left in this one. It's been a great battle here in Perpignan. Stuart Fielden dumped to the ground by Muniz. Penalty Wigan.
Stuart Fielden looks hurt there as well. Gregory Muniz has done this once or twice in the game. Picked him up, and that's very dangerous. Wigan have found the overlap on that right-hand side a couple of times. That could be the go-to play for them.
Wigan are exactly where they want to be. 2 minutes to go. Liam Colburn, unfortunate moments ago to have a try chalked off. Hyam waits. Palliasina trying to drive over. The legs were pumping. There were 4 in there. Brief congratulations among the Catalan defence. Tim Smith back on the inside. George Carmont. Possible overlap on the right for Wigan. It's going to be a try for Wigan. Harrison Hansen with a huge 4-pointer for the Wigan Warriors. The kick to come. This could tie the scores in Perpignan. Unfortunate when they were denied through Liam Colburn 2 or 3 minutes ago, and this time Harrison Hansen used the overlap on that right-hand side to plant the ball down and give Wigan the chance of at least a draw here.
The Palliasina drive on the previous play drew 4 defenders, and sometimes you don't automatically notice what that does, but that creates the overlap. The right-hand side, a couple of times Wigan have come up with some reward there. Thomas Luluai spotted the overlap, thought that Harrison Hansen could beat Ragan on the outside, and Wigan could level this game up.
Those Wigan supporters who've travelled to Perpignan, willing Pat Richards to come up with this. He's certainly had plenty of more difficult attempts this season. 237 points before this game. Richards has converted the try. 16 points apiece in Perpignan. We wait to see how much time is left. What a finish we're in for.
Wigan ready to pounce. They've left it till really late. It could be a battle of the drop goals now. Get deep enough into your opponent's half and have a crack.
16 points apiece. Thanks to Harrison Hansen's 6th try of the season, and that is it. It's all over in Perpignan. No time for either team to have a drop goal. Another amazing finish in the south of France, and it's finished Catalans 16, Wigan 16.
Well, a night of high drama in the Engage Super League tonight. It finished all square in Perpignan. Catalan Dragons 16, the Wigan Warriors 16.